Hey, good morning from South Jersey. It is the 5th of February, just after 7 a.m. I just want to check in with you and give you some words of encouragement and maybe put a smile on your face. First of all, I want to address a situation I came across yesterday. I didn't realize there had been videos being made about me. And a conglomeration of my videos, and this one woman, Rose something, did like an 11-minute spiel attacking me, making fun of me for having hope prior to the election, and how I am the cause of all the liberals having their hopes deflated after the inauguration, that I caused false hope. And she had videos of me, and she's commenting on me how I come from South Jersey, and she makes fun of me coming from New Jersey. At one point, she looks at me and she stops the clip and she goes, "Look at the hope in his eyes. He still believes it. He still believes it." Yeah, I'm glad she caught that. There was still hope in my eyes, and there's still hope in my eyes now that Donald Trump is going to go away. I was sure he was going to go away on Inauguration Day. How could we as a country show the world how inept we are by letting such a buffoon and all his people have access to our country and put him in the highest position in our nation? It's mind-boggling. And here we are in the second week, and it feels like a decade. You got his people going through our database. They have no right being in that. So here's my hope now, and I'm going to share this with you now. My hope is that the three-lettered agencies knew that this was going to unfold. They had to have sat down and platformed this and figured this all out, and how we're going to act. What's the scenario? What are we going to put in place? I'm quite certain they must have programs in place in their own systems to monitor what he's doing and who's he sending it to. And now, I would say now, and I'm going. It's the 5th of February. I'm saying this as these things are going on in our Department of Treasury and our Office of Business Management databases. I believe now the crime is truly being committed, which sounds crazy with all the shit that Donald Trump's done, the fraud and the felonies and this and the sexual assault and the payments and all the crap that he's done. Now the serious crime is being done going into our database. You can't arrest someone for shoplifting while they're still in the store. So today, on the 5th of February, 2025, that is my hope for today, that the crime is now being committed, and Donald Trump and all his people, once they try to leave the store with all our data, they've committed the crime and they will be pounced on. That's my hope. And in regards to all the MAG out there that are just continuing to throw out so much hate and be so disgusting, I'm saying to my Blue Nation guys, you know what we have to do right now is all we have to do is stick together. Stick together, watch out for one another. And I'm going to share a funny story about my mom to give you a little analogy on how you have to handle MAGA. My mom grew up in Brooklyn, New York, Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. She's 2 sets of twins in her family. There were 5 kids. My Uncle Eddie, then my mom and Uncle Francis, first set of twins, and then Uncle Bobby and Uncle Tommy, second sets of twins. Can you imagine 2 sets of twins within 14 months, right? My poor grandmother pushing a baby carriage that my grandfather had made with bleacher seats. Picturing 4 kids down the block of Brooklyn, right? Anyway, my mom was the only girl with 4 brothers, and she went to her high school reunion some years back in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. She was queen of the prom at Fort Hamilton High School in 1960. And I said, "Mom, you told me the girls weren't very nice to you," and they weren't. My mom said, since she grew up above a bar, and the other girls that in school, the Italian girls and the Jewish girls whose parents had money, they lived in brownstones, these really nice homes in Brooklyn. And my mom lived above a bar. So I said, "Mom, how did they pick you for queen of the prom? I thought the girls weren't nice to you." She goes, "Oh, Jer, the students didn't pick the queen that year." She goes, "It was the faculty. The faculty chose me as queen." I said, "Oh, okay, so that made sense. The teachers picked my mom." And my mom's a knockout. I put a picture of her and my dad on their wedding day on my site. So anyway, her and my Uncle Franny, they go to their 50-year reunion. And they go there, and the women see my mom, and they're still not nice, still catty. 50 years later, treat my mom terrible. They see my mom, they go, "Hey, McNellis." They don't even call her Cindy. "Hey, McNellis, come over here, take our picture," right? They start handing my mom their cameras individually. Here, and they start to group up. 9 women, and there's even cliques within cliques when people are evil and nasty. 3, 4 girls want to take our picture, and then the other 3 or 4 girls take our picture. And my mom's accommodating them, telling them, "Move over here, it's better lighting," and she's taking the picture, and she's actually, helping them with their task of getting their photos for their 50-year reunion. Not asking my mom to be in any pictures, just being completely demeaning to her. So my mom goes along and she's telling me the story. She's taking their picture, and maybe 3, 4, 5 women handed her their individual cameras. She must have taken 24 photos at least. She's telling me the story, and I'm feeling very upset for her. I said, "Mom, that's so humiliating. I'm sorry that happened. I mean, why were you so gracious to them? Why were you so nice to them when they were being so evil to you?" And she goes, "Jared, I didn't mind taking their pictures." And she said, "I would have taken more if they asked me to. When I was taking their pictures, I was cutting off their heads." Right? Didn't say a word, just smile and remove their heads. So when they got those, it wasn't phones. These were real cameras where you had to get film developed. So when these evil women got their film developed, a few weeks later, I'm sure there was a much of the gnashing of teeth and rolling of the eyes. Because who got the last laugh? Who didn't accommodate them? Who ignored them and just subtly removed their heads? So for all of my Blue Nation out there, think. Mentally, for your MAGA friends and MAGA family, cut off their heads. They don't exist anymore. My brother and sister, my brother's up in Toronto, Canada. My sister lives locally. The biggest assholes you'll ever meet, MAGA people. MAGA. They're not kind. They've never been kind. They're not witty. I've never heard anything humorous, smart, intelligent, insightful, kind, encouraging ever come out of my brother or sister's mouth. Just like I've never heard anything kind, encouraging, witty, insightful come out of Donald Trump's mouth. So do I miss them? No, not at all. Not at all. My mom and dad and I all thought alike. That's why I'm the oldest, and that's why I'm the favorite. So anyway, I think that's a pretty cool story. That's a true story. That's how mentally you got to handle the MAGA. And enough said. Go to your state capitals today. I'm going to go get my tooth fixed. I have a little chip. The doctor's going to see me. The dentist is going to see me at 9:30 a.m. And after my dentist visit, I am going to drive to a train called the River Line here in New Jersey. It goes along the Delaware River, and I'll take the train up into Trenton. And I'm going to wear my blue. I'm going to watch out for everybody else wearing blue. And I understand that's what's going on through our nation right now. So whatever state you're from, at noon, make your way into your state capital. Let's see what happens today. Let's all show solidarity in our own individual states by showing up at our state capitals. And if you can't, wear your blue to work. And we'll see what happens today with, I believe, them giving them enough rope to hang themselves. That's my hope. All right. God bless you. Keep you. I'm under 9 minutes, which is good for me. I know. I love you guys. I care about you. And we all have to stick together. All right. Peace out from South Jersey.